Hello again and welcome to Wrestling Tea Tarot, the channel where we look beyond the kayfabe and behind the booking to try to find some truths in the world of professional wrestling. I am Jude, here as always with my partner Calypso Vibes, and today we are going to take a look at Willow Nightingale, the inaugural IWGP Strong Women's Champion. Some are saying, an accidental champion. I was already a fan of Willow in AEW. Love, the kind of positive vibe that she brings, the way the strong way that she works in a ring. Don't really feel like this match with Mercedes went down the way it was intended to. But Willow is the new champ, and we congratulate her on that. I hope that she gets an opportunity to show what she can do with the belt, right? I hope that Tony Khan starts booking her like a champion, instead of, continually feeding her to the outcasts, the way he has been doing. But I guess we'll see how that goes, and I do hope that Willow at least gets a chance to carry the belt past Forbidden Door, because I think that would probably be the first chance that they get to take that off of her if that's their intention. I hope for good things for her. So let's jump right in here. We'll talk quickly about the astrology and the numerology. Willow is an Aquarius, which talks about goals and objectives, friendships and memberships in groups or associations, having a great flair for creativity, but also that creativity can quickly become lost for the materialistic. Let's talk two major Aquariuses in women's wrestling. Her opponent from Sunday night, Mercedes Mone, is an Aquarius. Becky Lynch is an Aquarius, and I think kayfabe or shoot, we saw both of those stars really take on this materialistic superstar mantle. I would say that's more true of Becky, because Becky was this, steampunk girl, even Irish dancer at first, before she became the man and then eventually Big Time Bex. I can't really say that so much about Mercedes, because Mercedes created the boss character very early in her career at NXT. That's sort of always what she has been most comfortable in, working heel. But point being, Willow's in good company there. Willow is a life path 4, which is the worker, structure, discipline, and health. Dusty Rhodes is a 4, for example, right? I mean, 4s put in the work, and Willow has put in her time. I think I think her first match was in around 2015, so it's not like she's a long-term veteran, but she's definitely been putting in the work, and this was a big bump for her. She's a power number 6, talking about working with loving service within your family, work with your call toward duty and service to others, delight in home and family, compassion, and affection, right? And I think not knowing too much about her personal life, that, again, that positive, real vibrant, joyous personality that she brings to the ring sort of shows up there. And Howard, bless you. And finally, her destiny number is an 11. Inspiring others, living a spiritual life, and showing light to others is in your destiny for this life. Keep check on nervous tensions and take material life lightly. I think she is an inspiration, because, whether it's the body positivity that she brings, or just this general light aura that she carries with her. I don't know how spiritual she is or isn't. I do love that she uses that reference to Labyrinth as the babe with the power. And keep your check on nervous tensions. I wonder, right? I wonder how much nerves and uncertainty has kind of factored into her career so far. We're going to jump in now with the Yin Yang Oracle deck. Try to get a little bit of a baseline on, maybe how she's feeling, what's going on. I don't know if we're gonna see anything about the events of Sunday night in that match with Mercedes Mone. If you haven't seen it, because the New Japan is not always the easiest thing to be able to watch, whether on the YouTube or through the NJPW World site. It's a pretty darn good card. People have been, on the internet maybe talking down about the size of the crowd and whatever, to kind of diminish Mercedes because she always gets a lot of hate for that. And yet, I haven't seen anyone saying anything negative to Jon Moxley about it, who was also there, working a match. But I guess it's okay if Jon Moxley does it, because people are used to him just being such a renegade that he goes and does what he wants. But, good card, a lot of top New Japan stars. Will Ospreay put on a heck of a match with Tanahashi.
I just want to butt in, though, real quick.
Please do.
People don't understand. New Japan is impeding on WWE territory. People say, well, territories doesn't exist. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. There's still relationships with areas, and there's still relationships with buildings, because WWE brings so much money. Oh, by the way, that cities bid to have WWE come to their cities. So a lot of cities are like, yeah, I don't want that smoke from WWE, right? And now that WWE is formed with UFC, that's an even bigger juggernaut that they don't want to piss off. So if people are wondering why New Japan, that's probably all you need. If people are wondering why New Japan isn't in fancier venues, that is why. Between AEW and WWE and UFC having deals and contracts with a lot of these facilities, that is why they're in these more high school indie arenas. I think if they were in fancier, nicer arenas, they would sell them out, no problem. Because them cards are stacked from top to bottom.
Right, very true. I think, sometimes if you want a night out and you're excited about it and you're like, oh gosh, but I got to go sit in, on these bleachers, and maybe I don't want to do that. Maybe I'm looking for a different kind of experience out. And New Japan either isn't sure that they can reach into some of those venues, or is just, as Calypso said, isn't able to book them because, venues are, loyal to other companies or whatever the case. But I think that they probably could have done better than the crowd that they have, because the card was certainly worthy of it. Okay, we got the Renewal and Spark card. This event Sunday definitely provided a spark and a renewal to Willow's career. Could be a launching pad for better things. So we're talking about new life, fresh starts, rejuvenation, healing after crisis. So absolutely, I feel like this should be a spark to her career. We've got masculine energy, logical, confident, assertive, protective, wounded, controlling, aggressive, and egoic. I don't know what masculine energy was sort of behind the event there. To some degree, that could even be Mercedes, in her CEO mode, really bringing that yang energy of being confident and assertive and all those things, running that match, really looking to do something, to give back. Again, I think that she was looking to pull Willow up, not necessarily put her over, but, put her over with the crowd. I don't think, just watching the way it went down, I don't think personally it looked like Mercedes was intending for Willow to win that match until she got injured. But I think she absolutely...
She called the audible to put her over, though.
And I think that she absolutely, wanted for Willow to get the rub from putting on a banger of a match with her. And then when she got hurt, she called the audible to say, look, I'm not going to be able to carry this belt. Willow should win it. We've got the inner child and healing card. Wounding, coping mechanisms, learned behaviors, self-discovery. Again, when we don't know a lot about what Willow's childhood would, was like, if she's got childhood traumas that she's healing, it looks like she was born in Long Island, so even just growing up, in Long Island, she might have been, probably looked different from a lot of her peers because she is she's tall, she's a big girl, and, may have had some issues with that. She's talked about not seeing role models that look like herself when she was coming up. We've got the Jupiter card, action, inspired, risk, expansion, growth, pursuing passions, adventure, again, new opportunities and fortunes, and expansion and growth. Jupiter represents Virgo. Jupiter represents Sagittarius. I'm not saying that there's necessarily a notable Sagittarius involved here, but this absolutely reinforces the renewal and spark card. We've got structure, solid foundation, wants to build a foundation, balance, building growth, slow and steady, forming. So yeah, she's been doing the work. She's been, laying the foundation to become a recognized talent, and this is her opportunity to do it. Until debt tear us apart, karma, debts, rewards, and contracts. Saturn, that's Capricorn energy. Restrictions, adversity, structure, learning karmic lessons, and maturity. Whew, okay, well. We've got the debts and the rewards. So she's about to receive the rewards. All right, she's just won a title. There's got to be some sort of compensation or benefit to her career for that. But she's also won that title over, a, no point in sugarcoating it, a bigger star getting injured and not being able to step up to do it. So does she have some sort of karmic debt to pay? Absolutely. There needs to be an even exchange, and she has just received quite a windfall. I'm not saying that she owes something negative to happen to her, but she has to pay that karmic debt somehow. You don't receive a windfall like this out of the blue, with there being no karmic cost to it. So yes, is she going to be learning a karmic lesson going forward? I don't know what form that will take, but I would say the answer to that is yes. This is all allegedly for entertainment purposes. We're just reading the cards. We do not know Willow. We want nothing but good things for Willow, but we're going to read the oracle the way that they fall. We've got family and foundation, commitment, home, marriage, celebration, security. I do not believe that Willow is married. If she has a relationship, we don't know a whole lot about it. But clearly, family, foundation, that's important to her. We also saw that just in her, I believe it was in her destiny number, right? And in her sign, that those relationships and family ties are important. The South Node, comfort zone, resistance, fear of the new, clinging to old ways of situations. If you watch this event, or if you even just go back and, watch a clip of the end, there's kind of a look of terror in Willow's face. Like it doesn't look like she was expecting this, or that she was ready for this, right? She's kind of comfortable going out, doing the job, right? The crowd enjoys her. She gets a lot of, positive feedback and energy, but I don't think she was prepared for the swell of emotion of winning that belt. Especially, it's the inaugural belt, so she is going to be. And by the way, New Japan says this, right? When you're the champ, oh, he's the 33rd world heavyweight champion, IWGP. They will list off where you are in that line, and she's going to be number one, and that will never change. She will always be the inaugural strong women's champion.
I also want to point out,
yep,
they are the first black women to main event New Japan.
Absolutely.
Pay-per-view.
First.
Let me repeat that. They are the first black women to main event a New Japan pay-per-view.
Yes. And so that makes twice now that Mercedes has done that. And twice that, maybe once planned and once not, that she has put her opponent over and let her opponent really reap the reward of that moment. So talking about karmic balance, Mercedes deserves her reward for that. But so I feel like Willow is absolutely out of her comfort zone here, and that she's a little scared of it. Again, I hope she steps up to the occasion. I don't doubt that she can, but this is something new. The unexpected storm, the tower card, destruction, unforeseen change, sudden news. There it is. There it is. I was wondering if this card was going to come to really confirm that this was Mercedes' title to win, which, being honest, I didn't think she necessarily should have. Not even discussing her competition, I just didn't think that she should get another belt right away. But I think she was going to, and this unexpected storm, right? Destruction, she broke her ankle. There was the unforeseen change. They had to swerve that finish.
And I can't believe you think that when I'm sitting here thinking, like, no, she's paid dues so much. And New Japan really is showing that they want her to be the face that makes history in that company because they want more black women.
I don't disagree with any of that. I just subscribe to the too much too soon. The same reason I didn't think Cody should beat Roman. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
I don't think she doesn't deserve it.
I didn't think about it deserve it. I just thought it was a way that I think I see how they're trying to build it, right? They want to show her, no, we support you and we are wanting to build the women's division around you, right? Because we want to attract other big stars from the Fed. We want to lure other big female stars, right? So,
but not Trin.
But not Trin. What do you want me to tell you? And Trin said that's not true. Okay. By the way,
well, I'll choose to believe her.
She's gone on podcast saying she's like, y'all love making up. She called Sean Ross Sapp them out, saying y'all love to make stuff up. It had nothing to do with the money. Okay. She was like, I can't afford to be in Japan while my husband is here.
Well, there you go.
She claims it's for her marriage of why she didn't go to
I apologize, Trinity Fatu. I had not seen that.
Just clearing up.
Thank you,
what
Calypso.
my girl has said, that she's sick of people listening to these dirt sheets. That it's her marriage that she thought about.
Okay, we've got the Ace of Fire card, Passion. Also, we call this the Becky Lynch card sometimes. You see that flaming red hair. New starts, attraction, creation, desire, new venture or job, action. We'll put that right over here with these because that's all reinforcing this new, unexpected, glow up. And finally for this deck, the 5D, dream messages, telepathy, 5D communication, spirit guides, astral travel, and signs. So spirit might be reaching out to Willow, hopefully to help guide her, into these unexpected waters of success, and help her to make the most of it so that she can learn and grow. Calypso, anything to say about these cards while we're shuffling up the pink deck here?
No, I'm with you on
okay.
Right.
Yeah. I gotta say, this told exactly the story I was expecting with the glow up, the karmic exchange, and the unexpected storm. That's probably gonna be my short when we record that after this. Let's see now.
Other than I'm happy for Willow. Like, I'm happy for women's wrestling in New Japan. Because I feel like WWE is going backwards to the Divas era, and I can't stand it. New Japan has really been entertaining. If you guys haven't checked out New Japan, check out New Japan Women's Wrestling. Like, them girls be... By the way, that's where Rhea and Charlotte got their hard-hitting match from. Them girls in New Japan fight like that all the time.
All the time.
How about that? In case you didn't know, because, oh my God, like, I'm turned out now on New Japan, like, the women's division, seriously. No, I'm not even gassing them up. Like, it's really that entertaining.
Alright. I'm not going to look for too much tea here, so we got a handful of cards from this deck. Let's take a look. Oh, and actually a couple more cards than I thought. New Life. Keep seeing the same thing. Healing and cleansing. So, I don't know. It didn't look like Willow had too rough a night physically. But this is a new, it's a whole new world that she's moving into. Restrictions, uncertainty, and blockages. See, you got one bird caught in the cage, one bird being blocked out of the cage.
I wonder if that's AEW.
Right? Like I said this, Tony's going to have to make a decision about booking her like a champion, giving her flowers.
Yep. Because he's been playing with Willow.
Right. So, is she still going to be facing those restrictions? You can think what you want about Tony Khan's booking. I hope she is not still facing those restrictions. I hope they let her flourish and you give her a chance to see what she can do. The crowd likes her, right? I don't know if they love her the way they love, Jamie Hayter, but they could. Look closely, careful, pay attention. Absolutely, right?
See, I think people are going to be, now, I'm sorry, I really didn't. It's now that I'm, like, listening to the chain of cards you've pulled, she got to be careful with sabotage.
Oh, you mean she needs to pay attention and look out for false friends? Yes, 100%.
There it is. Look
100%.
at that. I wasn't even looking, by the way. I had my face to the computer, and I'm, like,
100%.
listening to all these cards, and she got haters already. And trying to sabotage her momentum, because they're going to be pissed that Tony's going to have to now help put her over.
Oh, you mean Britt Baker? We see the drowning card here, right? Dead end, no way out. She just won this championship, so dead end, no way out, similar to restrictions. This should be a boom period for her. But because it wasn't what the company wanted, company expected, this might not work out great for her, right? And she's not necessarily ready to be the champ. I'm rooting for her. I hope, again, we saw the karmic lessons.
I need the fans to get behind her.
She needs to get out her comfort zone to move in this. Oh, look at this. New direction. Not reliable. Not for you.
Ooh.
I hate this, right? We got drowning, new direction, and restrictions. Watch out for those false friends. Willow, I don't know who's going to advocate for her. I don't know who's going to advocate for Willow, but I hope someone does. Ooh. Allegedly for entertainment purposes. But, yeah, that karmic lesson is looking like it might be a little rough. And Mercedes, advocate for Willow. You made the call. Made the call. You said, no, powerbomb me again. So, and ref, make sure you count the 3 this time. Because if you haven't seen this match, that first powerbomb, and Mercedes lies there like a lump, and the ref still doesn't count the 3. He acts like she kicked out at 2 and she didn't twitch.
Nope, she was ready to eat the pin. She was willing to eat the pin.
So she had to, communicate to him however she did. No, bro, we rolling this way now. Run it back.
I hope Mercedes didn't get heat for that, because I'm telling you,
right, she don't have enough stroke to be making decisions.
And I'm serious. I wonder how much heat played out in the back for blitzing. You're pretty much telling You pretty much just made this girl who has no that doesn't perform in New Japan like that a freaking champ now, and now things are gonna have to drastically change around Willow.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody might not be on board, and I bet
Right.
you there's some Japanese girls pissed about what just played out.
I hear all that, and you're not
politics.
wrong. But if it's that serious to them,
It's
they
politics.
can get that belt off of her within a week.
It's politics.
And pick whoever they want to put over.
But then it makes the company look bad.
But Mercedes wasn't going to be the one to have to do the job to somebody because she got a broken ankle. I mean, I can't fault Mercedes for the call, but yes, depending on how that structure works,
somebody in the higher ups might be highly upset.
Right. So we have not only the administration of New Japan, but also Tony Khan that just got swerved based on Mercedes' call. Okay.
Maybe that's why she did it, to force Tony to have to actually push her now.
But he's not forced to actually have to do it.
No.
You know that.
But he's going to get called out for it.
Well, I don't disagree with that.
Good. I'm all here for these changes.
This deck don't seem to have much to say.
Willow is a good girl. And I don't mean like a good girl, because I don't believe everybody's as good as they've seen on, personality-wise. And maybe she is. And
You like her because she's a Life Path 4. You know she's a worker.
But I love Life Path 4s.
Right. Oh, I said Dusty Rhodes, Bret Hart also.
Yes. Dax Harwood. Also Life Path 4. Again, some of the greatest workers in the business are 4s.
Once more through here. I'm not going to try to force this deck. We only got a couple cards here, but let's take a look. Waves and emotions coming and going, right? So things are fluid. Obviously, she felt a lot of emotions from the shock, fear, joy. Of course, she deserves it. But there's going to be more emotions to come. Ooh, gossip, petty, jealousy, envy.
Told you.
Right? There you go. There's those false friends again. Pay attention. Watch closely. And an interlude, pause, timing factor. Right? They need to... The people who make decisions need to take a pause and make their decisions. And come up with something that doesn't make the company look terrible.
But she fits as a strong champ. Like, they
Right.
should have a big girl who dominates.
Right. She looks strong. She looks strong. Oh my goodness. How about this? I'll book it for them. You don't like it? Write Nia Jax a check.
Right.
And bring Nia in. And I would love to see a match like that, and I would just hope no one gets hurt. Because we know Nia works stiff.
I actually think Juliana would be a good fit for Willow.
Yeah, I know you love you some Juliana.
I do. Juliana hits hard. Like, they would probably have a nice match. They need to have somebody who has star power to pluck the belt. If they pluck the belt, I can't even talk. If they pluck the belt off her early, don't do it to a jobber. Don't
Right.
do that. Don't shade it. Make it be somebody who makes sense for beating Willow. You know what I mean?
And don't pull some shenanigans where Jade Cargill drops the TBS title to Taya Valkyrie and then goes and plucks this belt off Willow.
Right?
Oh, please don't do that. Yeah, not a lot of tea coming through here, which, and what is coming through is exactly what you would expect it is.
I think it's just telling the truth.
You know, we're not going to force too many cards out of here.
That it wasn't planned. That's what you were asking, right?
It really is.
Today, and now you know. Sorry, sometimes a tea ain't that interesting. But don't be blocking. I told you people were hating on her.
Look, we had the gossip card, and now we got the talking mess card.
Haters.
Haters.
She got haters.
Oh, and the creativity muncher, stealing your idea, copying your work, feeding off of you. So yes, there's people who are gonna talk mess behind her back,
Try to leech
and also try to leech off of her. All right, I'm done shuffling this. I think we've heard the story. We got the talking mess, we got the creativity muncher, and we also got the into you. Good chemistry, great vibes, positive. And that's absolutely Willow, right? The crowd feels that. The crowd wants to get behind her.
But that also could be her and Mercedes.
It could be her and Mercedes, sure.
Like, this Mercedes likes her. Like, no, good, you know.
She must like her, yeah.
Yes, well, she chose her to fight her in the end. Again, this stuff is all pre-planned out. She chose to have her and Willow main event that.
So, in summary, she put in the work. I don't think she was necessarily prepared. I'm not going to say, oh, she's not ready to be a champ, but she wasn't prepared to be the champ. This was a sudden storm. Came out of nowhere.
I bet you that's that Spanish girl that Mercedes fought, who probably like.
Oh, who should have beat Mercedes the first time?
Yeah. Well, no.
Could have beat Mercedes.
If the lineup was built different, I told you she should have fought Willow, the Spanish girl, because she was so nice. And I bet the girls who are in that tournament are haters to some degree. Like, oh no, we took L's just so you could get hurt.
There's got to be some bitter people, absolutely.
But good for you, Willow, and I do hope you see this.
Yes.
Set your boundaries. Do not let people steal your joy and your energy.
But keep your eyes open.
Keep your eyes open.
These so-called friends ain't necessarily loyal.
Stay humble and gracious. That's how you're going to get over with the crowd supporting you. So if Tony Khan buries you, the crowd is going to retaliate.
And Tony Khan, open up your wallet and let Willow use Magic Dance by David Bowie at least once.
Right.
At Forbidden Door or something, since she's the babe with the power. Look, she's got some challenges ahead. She owes a karmic debt for this windfall that she's received. It was an unexpected storm. Okay, you know, people, maybe it was booked this way that she was going to win all along. That's not what the cards say. This is alleged for entertainment purposes, but she needs to lace up and get real strong for what's ahead of her, because she's got haters, she's got people gossiping, she's got people preying on her downfall, right? We got the drowning, the limitations, the restrictions. There's a lot going on here, but all of this messiness seems to be interpersonal, kind of jealous stuff, and I really hope, you know, for her sake, that she can get past that. I feel good about this reading. I think it told the story that it made sense, right? We didn't get any major contradictions here. It answered the question that I was most interested in. I hope you enjoyed this. We are Wrestling Tea Tarot. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Let us know what you thought of this one, what else you might like to see. Check out our other videos. For myself, Jude, and Calypso Vibe, again, we are Wrestling Tea Tarot. Thank you for watching. Bye.